Okay, so I also wanted to go over a few homework questions just in case you're stuck on one of them. So I'm going to do one from each, and I'll do an even, just make sure that you have enough scaffolding to make sure you do the odds. So this first one here gives the equation, and it asks you to give the center and the radius. So you can see I've already written the answer on the side, but I'm going to talk about it. So again, a different way to think about it is this term has to go back to 0 because the origin is 0, 0. So think about what number could go here to make this go back to 0, and that'd be 5. Okay, because 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay, or a different one to say is just give the opposite, because opposites always give 0, in this case, in type of opposite. So 1 minus 1 would give us 0, so this means the center must have originally been for the circle at coordinate 5, 1. Okay, this part here talks about the radius, and we know the radius is always squared to give this number. So you have to think of which number squared gives 25, and the answer would be 5. Okay, and that would be the radius. Alright, a different type of question on this as well is the ones with the pictures. Okay, let's do 14. Okay, alright, so for number 14, I see that the center is right here, and that is 1 up. So nothing actually happened left or right for this circle, it just shifted 1 in the y direction. So I can leave this as x squared, okay, because nothing happened at all to the x in shifting. And then the y, to get it to go back to 0, 0, all we'd have to do is subtract 1. So y minus 1, all of that squared. Alright, remember, once we deal with the a squared plus b squared, this c squared is the radius in this case. So I see this is 2 here. That means this must be a radius of 2, so I can write 2 squared, or I could choose to write 4. It wouldn't matter, it's your choice. Okay? Alright, next type. So let's do 20. Okay? This means we're going to write the equation. So I have the center of 4 is 0, and the radius of 4. Just show you how I've got that here. So again, this case, the x moves. Okay? So if the x is over 4 to get it to go back to the origin, we'd have to write this. If I plug that x back in, 4 minus 4 is 0, so that would work. Here, the y doesn't move at all. So I'm just going to put y squared, and the radius is 4, so I could write 4 squared. Or I could write, that is how to shift this back. This is this, and I could write 16. Either of those would be fine answers. Alright, the last one is a word problem. I would think about what it means. The lighthouse casts light to see if ships will reach or not, and hopefully avoid the rocks. You'd want to make sure that you could actually be in the beam of light if you were coming in, so let me know if you do have questions though about that problem.